The boy was surprised to find the sound of chopping meat coming from his next-door neighbor's house at 12 midnight. At first, he didn't pay much attention to it. He simply thought that the neighbor got off work late. But soon, he realized something was wrong, because every time the sound of chopping meat, a disgusting and pungent smell would come out. To find out what the neighbor was doing, he repeatedly stuck his head out of the window to check. He was horrified to find that whenever the neighbor started chopping meat, the nauseating smell would attract all the stray cats nearby. What's more puzzling was that the neighbor didn't drive them away. Instead, as if he knew in advance, he would feed the freshly chopped meat to them each time. Seeing this, the young man became frightened. For the next few days, he kept an eye on the neighbor's movements, but he never saw anyone come out, until that night, when he returned home and was shocked to find his apartment light was on. So he hurried upstairs to check. However, after a thorough search, he found nothing unusual. To figure out what was happening, he pulled a chair to the corner, sat down, and turned off the light, quietly waiting for the neighbor to reappear. Sure enough, just past midnight, the sound of chopping meat from the neighbor's house started again. Hearing the noise, the young man quickly ran to the window to check. He saw a black cat passing by outside the window. Moreover, it left a pile of cat poop on the windowsill. Seeing this, the young man suddenly had an idea. He wrapped the cat poop in tissue paper secretly. Then, early the next morning, he took it to a friend for testing. Unexpectedly, the test results were shocking. It was human fingernails. Now the young man was completely panicked. He increasingly felt that the neighbor had an unspeakable secret. Afterward, he went to the real estate agent who rented him the apartment. He told her about it and hoped to change to a different apartment. However, the female real estate agent did not believe him at all. She stayed in the young man's room that night because she also wanted to know if what the young man said was true. But when she was about to sleep, she accidentally tore off the wallpaper on the wall. The next second, both of them were so scared that they couldn't speak. The wall was covered with dense bloody handprints. To confirm if this legend was true, the next day, the young man eagerly searched online. Sure enough, there was such news, and it happened just half a year ago. After thinking about it, the young man increasingly felt that this legend had something to do with the neighbor. So he secretly decided to find out what the neighbor was doing. At night, he turned off all the lights and sat quietly in the room waiting. Soon it was midnight. The familiar sound of chopping meat started again from next door. This time, the young man didn't hesitate. He directly removed the vent connecting the two apartments and looked inside. But the opening was too small to see anything, so he had a sudden inspiration. Bent a clothes hanger into a simple phone holder, then climbed back to the vent and placed his phone inside. But after a while, although the phone captured the neighbor's house, the kitchen was empty with no one in sight. After some thought, he placed the phone inside again. Then he took out a coin and threw it hard at the neighbor's kitchen window. Hearing the noise from the neighbor's kitchen, he quickly retrieved the phone to check. Unexpectedly, what he saw on the screen left him shocked.